Tsietsi. Just an update about what actually is happening on that trek for Mandela, which Leanne is currently on. She is aiming to summit Kilimanjaro along with another of our SABC colleagues, Gillian Pile, on Saturday, which is Mandela Day. They're hoping to reach the summit then. Just an update from there. We were hoping to do some live links with them, but it seems as if the connections, the batteries of the cameras are frozen. That is what those are the reports that I'm getting. The batteries of the cameras are frozen, hence they cannot link up with us and do a live link so we can find out what exactly is happening and get some visuals from them. They're waiting for that sunlight. Tsietsi said that there is not looking like there'll be any cloud cover today. It looks like it's going to go up to 28 degrees. So let's hope that those cameras feel a little bit of that warmth and that those batteries start to defrost and they will be able to get some visuals from what's happening. It's all very, very exciting as they embark on summiting Kilimanjaro for a very, very good cause, to raise money so that girls across South Africa can get much needed sanitary towels. All right, so that's what some people are doing for Nelson Mandela Day. They've embarked on a journey to climb Kilimanjaro. And I see now they have actually put up the SMS line. That's how you can contribute 30 Rand to that initiative for which Leanne and all the other climbers are raising funds for. It's very simple. Just SMS Leanne to 42513, and that's how you'll be able to make your 30 Rand contribution. Where's the money going? Well, of course, it is to raise funds so that girls across South Africa can have sanitary towels so that they are not absent from schools when it is that time of the month and they are able to stay in school, because of course their education is the key to furthering your life and then of course that having a very positive impact further on in the community. Some people are climbing Kilimanjaro on Nelson Mandela Day. Other people make every day a Mandela Day, and that's certainly what those who have been embarking on building the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital. They've made every single day for the past couple of months a Mandela Day, and things are really starting to take shape, and it's something that Sam Marshall is focusing in on today. There's a wonderful pediatric hospital which will be opening, can you believe it, not in the too distant future, in Parktown, Johannesburg, Gauteng. Let's check in with Sam.
Good morning, Valen, and good morning to our viewers. Taking shape, that's a bit of an understatement. It is a magnificent building. The work has started this morning. They've arrived at 7 o'clock and they'll toil away throughout the day to make sure that in about 4 months or so, the facade of this building will be complete. Now, fundraising and the money raised to design, to build this hospital has been complemented by government support. I can only tell you, once this hospital is completed, it will be world class. It will help shape the African continent. And somebody who's been the project leader on this is Mr. Joe Seoloane. We're going to have a chat to him because he's got the tough job of making sure that every nut and every bolt is in the right place. Also joining him is Mrs. Mary Jane Mofiri. She's done some really great work with a campaign called a Global Campaign Lead, and she's also a trustee of the Nelson Mandela Hospital Trust. Thank you very much for joining me here this morning, sir. Let's start with you. A little bit earlier we had a chat to Mr. Ish Mkobela, who took us back to about 1995. He gave us an idea of what it took to get to this point. But as the project leader, we're standing at the back of the hospital. Just let myself, the viewers know at home, what kind of work has gone to get us to this point?
Well, it has been a magnificent journey, and a journey that we are proud of. That now what you see, it's a record-breaking kind of building. That what you see behind me, it's going to host 200 beds, and that has been done now just over a year. So, but the project has been in the making for the last almost 8 years. So it's now seeing the culmination of this and the legacy continuing in this way. We are kind of proud and humbled by the vision that Madiba gave us, and we're looking forward to this being completed by the end of the year, and to be more realistic, saying maybe by the end of February we'll be almost done with everything. We'll then begin the commissioning of the hospital, where we put all the kind of equipment that is required, and have a soft opening around July next year, and the full opening towards the end of the year, where we make sure that everything is in place so that we can be able to receive those children who critically need the services that will be offered by this hospital.
Seoloane, you're using the word record-breaking, but almost about a year ago, this was a cricket pitch.
Correct. I think it was very green, and actually we were humbled when we had the first grader starting to remove the grass. Obviously, it was removing the grass that maybe was used by most of the students here, but it's putting a very big project that actually will, even beyond our lives, be able to benefit the children of this country and actually the continent.
Mrs. Mofiri, let me bring you into this conversation very quickly, because we did start talking about fundraising, and I remember back when there was this call on South African citizens, global citizens, to become part, and every citizen that has contributed has made this a reality, but it did start with Tata Nelson Mandela's dream.
Yes. This is what we are putting down as a legacy for Tata. I think maybe it is important to let the general public know just how much is going to cost and what it has taken to get to this point. This facility here, when it's completed, will have cost R1 billion, and it's money that has been raised from companies, from organizations, from individuals, even from children themselves. So the call to action was for every single citizen to participate. We have seen here an example of active citizenship to ensure that we create a future for our children, to ensure that we improve the level of healthcare, and also honor a great statesman, Tata Madiba.
Just give me a sense, because this is funny. The entire crew, for the entire duration of this production, thought we were standing in the front part of the building. And the actual fact, we're standing at the back of the building.
We are at the back of the building. Actually, this is what you're seeing is the services area. The front end would actually be able to see, if you look almost to the side of Johannesburg, you'll see the telecom tower that is going to be a landmark that you'll see. And if you, from where we are standing, if I look at my right, it's actually, you'll be seeing the Brixton Tower. So actually the design has been informed that when you're in the hospital, you do have your bearings of where you are, so that you really know where you're standing. And actually the hospital will be actually having quite a lot of natural light, so the children will be able to see the natural light, and there will also be therapeutic gardens within the hospital to create an environment of healing, an environment that is just home away from home for children, for them to be able to ease their painful experience that they would have had because of maybe the procedures that will be done on them.
Let's touch more on that design very quickly, because it's a very innovative design. It involves the latest technology. It's about efficiency. But, we talk about record breaking. We're standing here. There must have been some challenges.
Well, there would always be some challenges, especially, when we started, it was a question of, are we going to be able to get the whole money that is required to start this kind of a project? And I'm glad, and you've heard from Mary Jane, that actually, the donors really came through from local and abroad and make it happen, because the trustees didn't want to take a chance of starting a project that will be able to not be able to be finished in terms of its own costs. And then obviously when we start, you have the rains and other things that could be able to delay. And right now, for the completion, we don't know when the summer comes, the kind of rains that could really still delay us. So those kind of challenges we have been able to overcome, and we are happy that we are where we're standing now and this happening.
Mr. Mofiri, I'm going to give the final word to you. We know that people are supporting donors, but we need more. We need more help.
We need more help. As Mr. Seoloane said, this is built as a 200-bed hospital. Our vision for the future, where we are standing, there's a possibility, with the help of the public, that we will be able to extend to an additional 100 beds to make this a 300-bed hospital. But before we get there, we need to get it completed, and we still have a little bit of funding to do. And I would like to call on every citizen every single South African, young and old, corporates and governments, to really reach deep into their pockets and help us make Tata Madiba's legacy a reality, and help us build a facility that will ensure that none of our children die because of diseases that can be sorted out.
And we're going to leave it there, and I say here to that. We definitely need your support. Let me tell you very quickly, you can SMS GIFT to 40301. The SMS will cost you 20 Rand. It's SMS GIFT to 40301. SMS cost will only cost you 20 Rand. And that, of course, is the project lead for the Nelson Mandela Children's Hospital project, Mr. Joe Seoloane. And we're also talking to Mrs. Mary Jane Mofiri, who's from the Global Campaign Lead, and she's a trustee as part of the hospital. Guys, come and do, but you don't even have to dig that deep. We know you're spending that money on absolutely nothing. SMS it 40301. We take an ad break.